time that I do my one set.
Of course.
But sometimes when I get myself settled and everything, I catch my breath and everything. A couple times I've tried doing like another set, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll crank out like another, like maybe 10 or 12.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing that assumes that I didn't really completely empty out the tank.
That's not true.
Okay.
This there's a misconception out there. I have no idea why that people keep on saying this. That they go in their mind, or especially people that start. I did a set. I went to failure, or I think I went to failure, and I rested, and I was able to do it again. So that means that my first one didn't go to failure. Listen, I could use the two elite bands, go to failure, rest a minute or two, and use two elite bands again. And I'll rest a minute or two, and I'll use two elite bands again. None of those extra ones did any growth, any more growth, because I did it.
Yeah.
All right. That's the whole thing is that you went to failure, you went to failure. It does not mean in any way, shape, or form that you cannot go after you rested, especially me, that I recover quick.
So do I.
And I've trained myself to recover quick.
Right.
It doesn't mean that I can't right afterward get and do it again. I can do it again. Trust me, I'll do it again. I could sit there the whole day and do it.
Especially
Does
with
it
us
mean
being
that I gained
carnivore.
anything because of it? No, the only thing I'm going to eventually do is I'm going to hurt myself, because eventually you're going to hurt yourself or wasting your time doing more.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean, no one ever said that going to failure means you cannot do it again. I have no idea where they come up with this idea or where their mind is that if you did it properly, you cannot do it again. Oh, I could do it again and again and again.
Yeah.
Now, if I did that the whole day, probably by the next day, I'll probably will not be doing it because you've already destroyed yourself.
Right.
But it never meant that you're not able to do it again. That I have no idea where they're coming from, where they get that in their mind that you're not able to do it again.
Okay.
Okay. It's just, but now the key is, does doing more equal more? Okay.
Right.
Now, it depends what the more we're talking about means. Let's say you did more, that you lowered the band and you did more because you were practicing form.
Right.
Well, that did more in a sense. You practiced the form, you got the movement down better, whatever. So yes, that in and of itself, it depends on what you were trying to do.
Right.
You got a benefit out of it. If you have the misconception in your mind that if you did more, I'm going to grow an extra 2 inches. No, that has nothing to do with the growth. But there could be a reason that you did a second set. You might have done 2 or 3 more sets that you were using lighter band, not to get to a failure to get to more growth. It's because you were practicing a form of the movement. You were trying to get that feeling down of how to actually properly do it.
Right.
That's different. That motor pattern ability of learning is why with weights there's so many sets and whatever. Part of people don't really understand, part of like 5x5 or any one of those programs is you're actually practicing the movement, because people suck at form, so they have to actually practice how to move, because the idea is it's very easy to do form when you could handle the tension, right? I guess when you're doing it light enough. It's the key is in the beginning you're actually learning just forms. When you actually get to the point where you're doing the real tension, do you stay in that form? Do you really control it that you're able to stay and not lose the form and hurt yourself because you really can't? So that's which leads to other problems, because a lot of people, when you see them with 5x5 or any kind of weight routine, you'll see that they do sloppy beginning warm-up sets. When you do sloppy beginning warm-up sets, you suck at form, because what happens is, remember, the body gets used to whatever you're doing. So if you're sloppy with your warm-up, you're going to suck in your real weight. So it is just as important to do a light set the right way and follow the form as it is to do a heavy set and follow the form.
Right.
Because your body doesn't know the difference as far as that. It only knows the form you're trying to establish. And if you do a stupid form in the beginning or light, you're going to do that stupid form for heavy. So the doing more, yeah, don't fall for that trap where if you do more, I went to failure, how was I able to do more? You're able to do more, you're able to recover. All right.
Right.
The key is learning how to use more sets. If you're actually going to do them, it's really more of a practice of that form and learning how to control it. All right.
Yes.
It isn't the lopsided belief that's going to make you bigger, because it isn't.
Okay. So
All right.
it's still good with just doing the one set, and that'll be good.
Yes. If you could achieve actual failure. Now that's the key. Whether you're actually doing real failure or actually just doing a set.
Right.
You see, there's a lot of people, especially in the beginning, that are just doing a set.
Yeah.
And they have no idea how to get to failure.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is why I tell people, oh, you got it's starting to hurt, and they were about to stop, and they go, no, you still got like 10 more there.
Right.
Let's start actually getting to the failure.
Yeah.
All right. Because that's the key. It's learning where the actual failure is at.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready to go? Which one are you doing?
Pull today. So deadlift first.
Deadlift. I put a video on there on a tip on how to use deadlift. Watch it later on. So you could learn a technique that I use on how to help you actually learn the deadlift.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Karan, how are you?
Hello.
Hey, Duran, how are you, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
They kicked Joe out of the house. He lives outside.
Right.
He's sleeping out of the car.
Taking me out of the job site. Thank you. Do you see me okay?
Yep. Perfect. Good. Perfect extension. Perfect pushing. Good. Ready for here? How was that? You did good, Joe.
Thanks.
Yeah. When you're deadlifting, squeeze your hips back and actually move forward rather than when you
Doing good and how?
good.
So
Good. Man. Good job, man. You are getting good at going to failures on your. Try to lean forward a bit more. As far as right there. Slow it down and squeeze at the top and chest out. Squeeze at the top. Let it go down slow. Yeah, there you go. Nice.
Form is okay, Mikhail?
Yeah, I would try to be a little bit more like this, which is another thing. That video, I'm gonna make a video for the bench row too that shows the same thing, the same technique to help you actually stay there in the position. But you're like too high here. We
Okay.
want to be like more here
Okay.
and pushing like this. But we got to learn how to do that without being like here. Like everybody pushes their knees too far forward.
Gotcha.
You have to keep your knees flat and actually lean down, like stick your ass back and stay here.
Gotcha.
All right.
Yep. Okay. Then next time I'll go with a lighter band.
Ready, Karan?
Yeah.
Don't lock out, okay? At the front. And keep yourself like that as you push.
You see me okay, Mikhail?
Yep, I see you perfect.
Okay.
Good control right there.
That was good?
That was great.
Okay.
How you feel?
Really good.
I think you've already used the light gray. You hear me, Kiran?
Yeah.
Because that's moving very easy for you. And I almost guarantee that you get the same amount of reps with the light gray than you are getting with the white. Because what's failing on you right now is just your stamina. It isn't so much that this is too heavy or the other one's too heavy or whatever. So I'm almost sure you get the same amount with the light gray.
Yeah, definitely.
All of a sudden, we died. Ready to go.
That was good.
That was a very dramatic finish over there.
It does not get up, brother. What to do?
I should be doing these with my shoes off, but I'm outside right now, so.
Yeah.
And I've been working on that tip you did last time, like with the turning.
All right. Ready, Karen?
Yeah.
Try to keep your elbows more in front of you. There you go, like that. Good, good. How you feel, Joe? Good?
Great.
See how simple, a simple workout that you could get in even while there at work, you're done. You can't
True.
beat that in life. It's amazing how you cannot beat that anywhere in life.
No, you can't. You really can't. I just gotta concentrate on eating so I can get bigger.
Yeah. That's the hardest one.
It is.
The workout with X3 isn't the doing the workout. The workout, you get it done.
Yeah.
It's if you're a hard gainer, or I mean a smaller size person, it's eating the amounts. It
Yeah.
just is. But look, tell you the truth is even bodybuilders, the hardest work that they do is eating. Ask
True.
Michael Phelps. When Michael Phelps was competing, he told you to show his amount of food that he was eating over 10,000 calories. Hardest part was eating. That's what really separates the people that actually,
It's true.
oh, I can't eat that amount, or they'll complain. Listen, that is what it takes. Simple as that. If you don't eat, there's no way. It just, and that is the hard part, is the eating. Doing the workout can be done because, I mean, this is nothing really. 4 moves, you're done. But eating the right way, whatever it may be for that person, whatever it may take for that person, is hard. You know, some people's bodies are very efficient. Man, I've seen homeless people that you look at them and you go, where do they find steroids?
Oh,
They look
100%.
like they're huge and whatever, and you go, they're not eating anything. They're not
Absolutely.
getting, and they already look, because their genetics is
Yeah.
amazing. It makes it out of thin air, literally, right? Some
Seriously.
people. Very, not that every one of them, but you will see some that you're like, man, you know that person's not getting nothing. That person, and he's hooked on drugs, and somehow the body still looks amazing.
Yep.
I've seen them, and you're like, wow.
It's true.
Those are very few and far individuals that have that lucky ability that they look at food, and the food, their body reacts the right way. You're like, how do they do it? I don't know.
It's true.
The majority eat, let's say, the majority eat crap, but even people that eat really good and the right amounts, you just don't react. Your body doesn't give you what you need. Food is hard. It's hard to eat the right amounts. You have to eat them. You have to go out of your way to eat it. I tell you right now, especially if you're skinny like you, skinny like me, skinny like Karan there. And Karan's making it harder because Karan doesn't eat meat. So he's making it even harder on himself to grow. Right? But he's still growing. But it's hard. It's hard work. It takes work.
I mean, I'm doing minimum like 2 or 3 scoops of foraging on top of what I eat.
Yeah. And even that, right? And even you go,
yeah, it's crazy. I'll tell you what has helped me though. I've been working with Dr. Anthony Chafee, like with his carnivore group, and he's just been saying, like, guys, keep it simple, especially because I was telling him like what my goals are. He goes, keep eating fatty meat until it doesn't taste good.
Exactly, literally. But people don't seem to understand. You got to eat. You got to eat.
Like when he was playing professional rugby and everything, and when he was still weight training all the time, he goes, there were times where I was eating like 4 pounds of ribeye every day. He goes, and I was eating a lot of fatty meat with a lot of butter and everything. He goes, and the fat was just melting off me because I was sitting around at like 7% all the time.
Yeah, well, that's another thing people don't. When you see them writing, oh, if I ate that much, it's well, how much do you weigh? Like, there's a difference between a body that's already lean and a body that's overweight. The way it hormonally functions. So obviously, don't sit there eating 7 pounds of meat if you weigh 300 pounds and you're trying to lose 100. That's not gonna work. All right, your body's not hormonally in the right place.
Sure.
But once you're lean and you're skinny, oh man, you better start eating a heck of a lot.
Yeah.
Because it ain't gonna work with the 1 gram per body pound.
Yeah.
With very few exceptions. There are people that make muscle mass no matter what. Right. They look at the air and they make muscle mass. Yeah, that's not the majority. Right? That's just simply not.
It's true.
And it's gonna require eating like hell. Eating is the job. The working out is the easy part. Any food can work out. I'll tell you right now. But eating, whether you're gonna eat it or not, that is the hard part.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
I'm impressed Karan keeps eating the amount that he eats. He has to eat a lot. And that food,
yeah, you do, man.
It's the kind of food that's hard to eat because it's bloating. Like, if you're gonna eat a lot of carbs, there's a lot of bloat that goes with that. Yeah. So, it's hard to do it. You got to give Karan props for eating that much food.
100%, man.
Yeah, it's hard to do it.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys on Monday or next week or.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Have a great weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you. Bye.